Whew, I don't even know where to start, but I'm glad y'all here. Come in, sit down. My first official album. I know y'all was thinking of a rap album, but y'all know I can't rap. It's me and real estate real bad every single day, Sunday through Saturday. That's all I know. So rapping ain't really anything that I do, anything I'm trying to pursue. But I'm so happy y'all are here. I got so many people who don't know me. It's been a journey. It's been 12 years, y'all. I've been in real estate as an investor for 12 years. I've been licensed for about 8.5. And I just want to bring y'all into my world so y'all can understand how I got started, how I'm able to dominate in this field. It's a trauma. Real estate is traumatizing. Okay. So if you feel traumatized, you're doing it right. Don't stop, don't quit. But I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna, show y'all, bring y'all in my world so y'all can see how I have everything going and just give you some business advice, some real estate advice, some things that I have in the works. And hopefully you can be inspired from this. My name is Charmaine. For those who don't know, I was born and raised in Indianapolis, Indiana. I currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia. I have a 14-year-old. I just had a little baby. So we're going to be talking about some mommy stuff, entrepreneur stuff as well. I'm going to give y'all all raw, no cut, because I know a lot of y'all don't know me at all. Okay. My city, they know me from... I've been a hustler my whole life, y'all. So my city, they know me from slanging clothes, having a boutique, selling shoes. I mean, like I was on a corner, literally selling out of my fashion truck. Then I moved into a building, stopped doing that, pivoted into real estate full time. And here I am today. How I got started in real estate, I was working as an intern to these two investors. But how I found those investors was I was living in an apartment, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. My rent at the time was $550, y'all. This was so long ago. I feel like it was decades ago, but that's how I got started. I called this for rent sign because I was tired of living in an apartment. Called this for rent sign. They ran my credit. Long story short, they ran my credit. They was like, you can rent from us or we'll help you buy a house. Back then, it was nobody like really buying houses. Like it wasn't nothing that was talked about in my community. I don't come from like generational wealth of real estate. I don't come from a passed down business, a passed down house. I don't come from that. So when I purchased that house, I didn't tell nobody. I didn't even tell my son father at the time. I was just like, we moving and my rent is due. Yada, yada, yada. I didn't have to pay. I didn't have to come to the closing table with no money. I just had to pay $500 in earnest money. That was it. That's all I needed at the time. It was a foreclosure property. When I purchased this property in 2011, it was a foreclosure property. So the bank, basically, I got a grant. They paid my closing costs and my fees, and my mortgage was about $550. I was working part-time at the bank. Actually, I was working full-time at the bank.
Hey, it's your favorite radio personality here, your girl, Miss E-Class. And I want to make sure you get your tickets to the Girls Need Real Estate Summit, an investors playground for all women in any industry, from health fields to real estate to investors to whoever. Whether you're looking to purchase internationally or locally, this is for you. Trust me, there's going to be so much going on March 2025 in Atlanta. And if you need help with funding, I'm talking about getting approved right on the spot. Girls Need Real Estate is the spot to be at, okay? Get a special discount on your ticket at girlsneedrealestate.com using the code GNRE at checkout. Be sure to tell them Miss E-Class sent you and thank me later, boo.
I think I was making $16? If that, it probably was like it was between 13 and 16. And since then, y'all, I haven't had a job. This was about 12 years ago. That was my last job working at the bank. I was working full time in the student loans department. Then I moved down to part time when I met these investors. And once I figured out I can live on my part time checks, I eliminated a lot of debt, driving a regular basic car. I didn't really have a lot of debt, to gain because I was so young when I got started. And I lived off that personal check, and then I eventually quit. So if you're thinking about quitting your job, just think of it as if you can't live off your part-time income first before you quit, you might need to reconsider, eliminate some debt or something, because that's what I did. I went down to part-time, then I eventually let it go. So that's how I got started in real estate. For these investors, I would first I started off as not getting paid. Okay. So in real estate, you need a mentor. And I wasn't even looking to get into real estate. They just helped me buy this house. So I felt like I owed it to them to help them too. Cause I'm thinking that they did me a favor, and they did. And I was their property manager. I would manage their properties and their tenants and go to eviction court. I did their wholesale deals. Then I got licensed. I became their realtor. They ended up selling all of their property, and they went to Florida. They kept a few pieces of property. So I did so much for them, to the point I'm able to have my own portfolio. I do about 3 to 4 flips a year. I have my own rental properties, my own multifamily. Now I have an investment company where we have over 35 investors, and we flip property. I started this company, the investment firm, 2 years ago. I started Females Who Flip 4 years ago, and we have 35 investors. We have flipped 9 properties. We have 21 realtors. So this is what I do. Real estate is in my blood, it's in my veins. It's all I know. And what made me take it serious was my grandma. I'm my grandma's only daughter on my dad's side, only granddaughter on my dad's side. I'm the only child to my mom and my dad. My mom, my dad don't have no kids. So I'm the only child, and my grandmother, she seen me purchase this house. Nobody on my grandmother's side was a homeowner at the time. Okay. So my grandmother, she owns her home, and she owned another property, which the family lost it to taxes. That's another story for another day. Ask me to come back if you wanna hear more about that. Put it in the comments. Let me know. But so she left me her property when she passed away. This is the long story short. The family was pissed, y'all. This family so mad. I'm talking everybody, mama, or not mama, because that's not my mom's side, it's my dad's side. But my dad, my grandma, my uncle, my auntie on my dad's side, she really wasn't really tripping because, she's the only girl sister on that side too. So, and then I have another uncle. His name is Charmaine. That's who I was named after, my uncle Charmaine, but he passed away. So I was named after him. But, that side of the family, they was a little like, why are we leaving the property to the youngest granddaughter? And I was only like 22, 23 at the time. And so I ended up giving the property back, then keep the property. Sometimes you got to let stuff go. Like, if it's worth your mental and it's just weighing too hard on you, let it go. Like, just let it go. And I know a lot of people, it's a lot of family feuds with like properties and assets. And when grandma died, she done built this whole empire. And a lot of times our grandmother's kids, they have not done that. So it's like, how did my grandma do it, but my mama didn't do it? So it's just like a lot of family trauma, especially being an African American, society. It's kind of hard, but my grandmother, she paved the way. Shout out to everybody, who still has a grandmother living. My grandma was my best friend. I think about her every day, literally. I don't want to get too emotional about it, but she really was the force who got me into real estate. And without her, I definitely would not be here. So if you have the kit, that inside of the kit, I dedicate my whole journey to my grandmother, because that is who basically started this for me, who made me take it serious, So that's all I know. But fast forward to today. If you are dealing with any issues with the family, it's a lot of going back and forth. Let them have it. Let them have that. Let them have that shit. Just, you got to boss up on your own. Just do it on your own. Don't even let it. Once you let it go in your heart and your mind, let it go and start building on your own. I'm telling you, it works out how it's supposed to work out. It worked out so much better. So I'm glad I let that go and just started building my own. And look at me now. I really don't communicate still to this day. It's been about 10 years. I've never been back inside my grandmother's house. Keep in mind, I went to school from my grandmother's house. I rode the bus from my grandma. Like, me and my grandma was literally locked in. To now, I have never been back. When her funeral was done, never looked back. Never been back in her house at all. Never. So that's just my journey. I know it's like two parts to that. We're working with the investors and, my grandmother's situation, but that's my journey on how I got started in real estate. My city knows me. They don't really know. They know me in real estate and they know me being, a boss, but my city know me from, selling clothes, shoes on the corner, being an entrepreneur, just trying to hustle, just trying to make it out of my city. To now I'm a multimillionaire. I don't come from a wealthy family. We just all trying to make it. My family is more so on the medical side. So my family I have a lot of like RNs, a lot of nurses. I'm from Indianapolis. So we are a Fortune 500 state. Like we have a lot of good jobs that are in like the doctors, the nurses, the lawyers, that's what our state, mostly is about. So that's just a little bit about me, you guys. I hope that you can take what I'm about to give you in these couple of episodes and really just, get motivated, use it as fuel to pivot in your industry, whatever it is that you're going to be doing. I would not be anywhere without entrepreneurship. I love this. Like it's a journey. Every single day you wake up, nothing looks the same. No client is the same, but every day I do it and I love it. And I know it's not meant for everybody and it's okay if it's not meant for you. You don't have to retire you don't have to retire early and be an entrepreneur today or tomorrow or next year. A lot of people love working. Just make sure you have multiple incomes coming in. If you love your job as a teacher, love that job as a teacher. Just make sure you have a plan for your family. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. So this is not what that podcast is specifically about. It's not just about real estate. It's about entrepreneurship, being a mother, just pivoting in life and just being the best version of you.